So we're out here at the foot of Picket Post Mountain. And I set up to do a painting, obviously, of this swirl right here, and the light was beautiful. It was absolutely kicking. And then we get this cloud that comes overhead, flattens it all out. It just popped out, and it's really singing again, as you can see. So when you're painting in a condition like this, stick with the original game plan. Don't chase the light. If you do, you're on to a different painting, and it just really messes with your mind and your line of thinking. You know, I'm about halfway into this thing, and I'm going to stick with my original concept and what was happening, and I'll wait. And when the light pops out like it's doing right now, I'll chase it very quickly. For instance, the highlights on these swirls are very descriptive. They're very telling in terms of the direction of the light, the intensity of the light, the depth that I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm not gonna get discouraged yet. I'll wait and see how things progress, and if it completely goes flat, I might throw this into my box and go ahead and finish it with photographic reference that I took when I initially started here. So again, the important thing to do is not chase the light. You're going to get changes like this. This was totally unexpected. They weren't here, and all of a sudden they blew in. So either anticipate what's going to happen or stick with your original game plan, which is what I'm going to do here. All right, so the light came back a few times during the process, in and out a little bit. It's popped back out again for now, but it's completely different. The scene is completely different. Half that hill was in light when I started behind the swirls. There was still a nice backlit quality, but I kind of stuck with it and grabbed what I could when the light popped back out and ran with it, and eliminated what I didn't like. But you can plow through these things when the light is working with you a little bit. But again, the main thing I want you to keep in mind is if you're on outdoors painting on a day where you get these floaty clouds and the background might go into shadow and pop back into light, don't chase that. Stick with your original game plan and see it through. You might have to use a lot of imagination. This is quite a departure from the reality of what I intentionally was trying to do, because it disappeared, so I had to work with what I had. But I plowed through, and it was kind of a fun exercise, and it's great to be out here with buddies. And I'm supposed to be at home grading your papers today, but I ditched. I'm playing hooky. So I'll do that tomorrow. The course begins with an introductory module covering the basic consideration of tools, equipment, studio arrangement, lighting, the importance of indoor versus outdoor time, photography as a tool, and much more. This first module will set the tone for the remaining modules, which will dive more deeply into the basics of drawing, value, design, and color. In the remaining 4 modules, I'll discuss why these basics are important, how to identify them, and in return, how to use them not only to analyze your chosen subject, but how to use them to create a blueprint for building your painting. It is so important to train your mind to see and think as an artist rather than someone who just documents what's in front of them. The way to do this is by understanding these fundamentals and applying them to the subject at hand. In other words, see by way of the basics, line, shape, value, etc., rather than all the physical components that make up the finished scene, like twigs, pebbles, and leaves. I'll then reinforce these concepts with both unedited visuals, photographs, and finished paintings that support the idea at hand. I'll then complete a demo of a subject that represents the particular fundamental addressed in each module. I'll also include a variety of photographic images for student use. Participants will also have access to me throughout the year by way of a private Facebook group. You'll be able to contact me with questions related to areas of difficulty or whatever you may be working on and want to discuss. This one-on-one time is where we can really fine-tune areas of interest for you. Thank you, and I really hope you can join me.